I believe in words that heal, in listening before I speak, in voices rising together so no one feels unseen. It's not about being louder, it's about being true.
Okay, so my name is Kyra, and basically I am studying a course in graphic design. I am a content creator. I am a freelancer, and I love sewing. I mean, that's just like a bit about me, but you know, I'm much more than just those titles. I have a lot more depth to me and a lot more personality. Anyways, so I wanted to start this podcast. Now, I've tried to start a podcast in the past, like maybe 3 times. The first time, I don't know. The second time, I was doing other things, so I was just doing too many things. So there's been times that I've tried, but it just hasn't worked. I mean, I got more response on like talking videos than a podcast. So I think I just stuck with the talking videos and doing like YouTube shorts and stuff like that. But I was like, you know what, let me start a podcast. you know. Then I was like, okay, let's return to this idea. Let's see if we're gonna be staying consistent. And yeah. So I feel like the reason I want to start a podcast, there's 3 reasons. And like, you know, and when you have something that like is backing you and there's reason and there's meaning and there's motivation, you know, you're more likely to do it, you know, more than like just like, oh, you know, why must I do a podcast? Like I have my reasons, okay, have my motivations. So the first one is sometimes I reminisce back to school and I'm like, yo, hey, like public speaking is such a, I don't know, just so fascinating. I did do public speaking, but at that time I was very not confident at all. Well, I was confident. I was just not confident in myself. You know, I would get like very nervous speaking. It would be like, I just have to do this because it's a speech and I need marks. Now I'm just like, I have like a deep passion for communication and talking and basically sharing my voice. And like, I'm like a little bit chatty. Like they call them a yapper. Like I'm a bit of a yapper. Not with everyone, but I do like to yap. I do like to talk and I do like to share what's on the inside with the outside. Okay, so that was my one reason. I was like, no, I really want to improve my public speaking skills. And how else do you improve public speaking and like your camera skills and your communication? And this is one way, like starting a podcast. Okay, reason number two was that, okay, I sat down with myself and I was like, I've gotten some mixed reviews. I've gotten some mixed reviews about having certain dreams, you know, like we all go through that phase where like someone puts down our dreams or say that's you being unrealistic or just get out your imagination. Well, I don't know if you have, hopefully you have, maybe you resonate with that. If you don't, just enjoy the story. So basically, I was like, okay, I was writing my diary and I was just like, you know, ambition. Let's work on the word ambition. I'm like, and Kyra, if you had an ambition, like what would your ambition be? So I was doing some things in my graphics design course and like doing some research and I came across Miss South Africa. Now, I'm not like a super fan of Miss South Africa. We have like watched it, like I've seen maybe like, you know, we won't go back into the stories of in the past why I watched Miss South Africa. But like maybe I watched 1 year just for the pretty dresses. For the pretty dresses is one motivation. I was fascinated by the pretty dresses. Okay. Now, like, I understand that Miss South Africa is someone that has a purpose, that has a campaign, that is changing the world, creating social impact. And that is something that, oh my gosh, my soul has a fetish for. has such a fetish. I'm like, ooh, creating change, transformation, social impact, changing people's lives. So that sounds like me. So I was fascinated. I was like, let me be ambitious. Let me dream a little bit. Let's have some dreams, okay? Let's encourage our inner child to dream a bit. And I was like, maybe in one reality or one future, maybe I apply to Miss South Africa. Just apply and see where that takes me and see where that road goes. I'm like, I feel like it would be a very cool job or a very important mission and I feel I'm very big on mission. I'm very big on purpose. I'm very big on understanding the meaning of life or doing things with meaning. So I was like, you know what, like this is another motivation, because when you miss South Africa, you have to have communication skills and you have to be able to present yourself and you have to be able to talk. But I was like, let's go with this. Let's research into Miss South Africa. It's not a like set in stone. It's definitely what I'm going to do. But I love the purpose behind Miss South Africa now, that it's more than just like, now they're even doing like reinventing beauty standards about intelligence, and you know, like it's amazing. It's honestly amazing, I think. Then the last reason was like I was looking for an internship, and there was like some internships because I want to do an internship. But what like I saw was available was like an internet personality. And like when you're not an internet personality, sorry. I googled myself the other day and I literally said like I'm an internet personality, and I was like, wow, that's how Google sees me. That's super cool. But basically it was a on-camera talent. Yes, on-camera talent. And a part of this on-camera talent is that you have to be able to do live product reviews or something like that. So I was like, yo, hey man, I'm not gonna lie, I'm super nervous about lives. Super nervous about it. But I was like, you know what? Like, maybe one day this is a goal. Maybe one day we can do lives. So that was my third motivation. But anyways, that's why I wanted to start this podcast. That's my reason behind it. That's my meaning. So hopefully I can stay consistent. Hopefully I can stay motivated, and hopefully my soul gives me the energy to do it. But anyways, I've also been really into song creation at the moment. You know, as a content creator, I love doing all things creative. I'm like also classify myself as an artist, like all different types of art, like performance art, digital art, physical arts, sewing, fashion design art. I don't know. I would classify myself as an artist. So I've been into in my content creation journey. I have been really fascinated by music, you know, creating music. But like, obviously, I'm not the most best singer, and obviously, I'm not the most best songwriter. I've never taken like music lessons since like 4. I took music lessons, singing lessons for a year, maybe a year and a half, just to get like, but there's no ways you can master something as complex as singing in 1 year, in 1.5 years, you know, and I wasn't doing it full time, you know, I was just doing it like on the side. So anyways, so basically I wanted to put a song at the end of this, like just like a little tune or little track, like created by me, inspired by my thoughts, and it's using an AI program. I don't want to say it now because it's really not that important, but it really helps me have a collaborator for it helps me have a collaborator for my song needs. So this is the song I created, and I hope it stays in your head. Anyways, lots of love.
I stand for deeper meaning, for purpose in what we say, connection through compassion, lighting the human way. When we speak speak with heart, we lead with love. That's the deeper meaning I'm made of.